Comes the music.
They said it couldn't be done. They said it wouldn't last. White man, black man. America F1. America F1 coming to you straight from San Francisco, California. Sherman Tillman, Michael Lawler. America F1.
Welcome back to another episode of America F1. Today we'll be reviewing the
Baku,
Grand Prix.
the snooze fest.
Oh, snooze fest. Like, I tried to watch it twice.
I never watched it all.
I couldn't.
I had it on at work too,
Couldn't
and
do it.
I usually don't pay attention to the TVs because they're behind me.
Yeah.
And I watched it for like a second, and I'm like, oh god, this is so boring.
It's so boring. And usually the Baku race is really good. It's really like a lot of crashes. There's a lot of, red flags. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of passing.
It just showed you how hoopty some of these drivers are in Formula One right now. All the stupid accidents that happen during practice and qualifying.
There was a lot of
Dear
accidents.
God, all these. Where do they fight? Like Logan Sargent, I've realized
Who?
he's the only American driver.
Is he in Formula One?
He's in Formula One, and I just want to say this right now. I usually hate on the British, but I hate this guy.
Why?
He's
Why? What do you hate him?
Horrible. I saw something with him the other day on like the GQ, where he's like, my 12 essential things I need in life.
What?
Not
He's
one-
in GQ?
Yeah, it's a
No
It's
way.
a thing on YouTube. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
And it's just like I hate him so much right now.
Come on, man. Because he's in GQ, you're hating on
No,
the
I
boy?
just don't like him. I think he's a little rich kid, and whatever. He's not any good. So, on that note, let's move on.
Well, he just started.
He's done. He's over. Forget him. Stick a fork in him. He won't be there next year. I guarantee it.
That quick.
That quick. One and done.
Wow.
Same thing with Nick DeFries. Unless he all of a sudden learns how to. I don't know what happened to him this year, but he did that one good race with Williams last year, and now they're already talking about getting rid of him in AlphaTauri.
The sad thing is I thought he'd be good. He looks just
I
overwhelmed.
don't know. I just think he's not adapting well. But everybody, any rookie, they usually chuck a few cars a year or so.
Right.
But he's just made a couple like just boner mistakes.
He's making some.
Like he made a boner mistake the other day where he just drove straight into the wall. Right? That was
Yeah.
him, right?
Yeah, he just drove into the wall.
And it was
he
like
lost it. And
it was like what the hell? And it wasn't even.
Bolt.
It wasn't even like it was during qualifying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the whole thing about practice is for, is finding your braking zones. And if the car broke, that's one thing. But I don't think the car broke.
No, I don't think the car broke either. Well, it was a great race from our boy, Checo Perez. He did a great job. And matter of fact, not only did he win,
Boring.
but I think he would have passed Max on track. That's how good he was on his tires. All his wins have come at street tracks. And he's the first guy to win the Baku Grand Prix twice.
Well, anytime someone says they're good on their tires, it means they don't make a lot of mistakes. That's what that means. So he's really good when it comes to.
He's really good on the street tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where all of his wins have come in on street
Oh,
tracks.
is that true?
Yeah, all of his wins, street tracks.
Whatever.
So, but I think, and this is something I might even save for conspiracy, is I think they brought Max in, even though one lap later, that's when the accident happened, right? Matter of fact, it actually happened on the time they were bringing him in, like right before, and the safety car hadn't come out yet, so he kind of missed out. But I think Checo was closing in on him so fast, and he had better tires. His tires didn't have a spot on them like Max did.
Did Max flat spot one of his tires?
He flat spotted his tire. And I think Checo would have passed him on the track, and I think they brought him in for his ego, because his ego is bigger than this room.
Who?
Max.
Whatever.
You don't think his ego is bigger than this room?
No, he's the number one driver on that team. He's not supposed to come in second.
But if the other guy's
They
faster.
only brought Checo into the team so they could win the Constructors' Championship.
Well,
That was
they
the
did
only-
that.
Yeah, and they've done it now.
So now-
Well, they did it last year. They didn't
So
do
now
it
Checo is going to channel his inner Rosberg.
They're not going to let him win. He's not going to win the
Champion that he
championship
is. Yeah, Checo. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
because they're going to go. We're going to go to Europe now. What's the next race?
It's not going to happen.
What's the next race?
Next race is Miami this week.
Well, Checo might win though too. You
Yeah,
never know.
because street track. So
But my whole from now on for the rest of the season, all I do is pray that the Red Bulls either hit each other and take each other out, and then we might have a little race on the hand, or they blow up. Which for some reason I don't think that shit's gonna happen. So
and Max, I think they enable Max so much. Like the first thing, Checo wins, and the first thing when Max comes in second is to go, "Oh, Max, if it wasn't for that, you did a great race. If it wasn't for that safety car, you would have won." Like placating his ego instead of him just going, "Hey, Checo ran a great race, and I want to thank all the fans for coming, and I want to thank the people back at the factory." It's the first thing is console Max's ego and rub his back, make sure he's okay, give him a burp. Burp his back. Burp. Okay, little baby, you'll be fine. It's okay. You
whatever.
came in second."
Anyways, I hate the sprint races. That was so stupid.
The sprint race was kind of boring.
I was like, what the hell are they? What are they doing a sprint race for? It had nothing to do with the positions.
Well, they changed the format.
What do they
do?
Do they
really
start?
strange.
Do they start in what place you are in the points?
No. So they had two qualifyings this year. So they had a qualifying for the sprint race, and then they had like a on track, almost like time attack for the qualifying for the race. It was very strange.
It made no sense.
It made no sense. I didn't like it. I just like you qualify. That's for the race. And where
They
you
should
finish
just
in a
go-
sprint is where you go into the race.
This is
I
one
like
of
that
those
better.
things I think though next year they're going to put a kibosh on these
Yeah.
stupid sprint races because
I don't like it.
nobody likes them. It's like Formula One. They got this one wrong. So what? They'll fix it.
I think a sprint race like at Mazda is great. I think it's great where there's going to be passing and you can see some excitement. But in Baku, it just didn't work out.
Oh, and I like George Russell ran into
He did.
Verstappen, and Verstappen was he was not happy about it. He's like,
Oh, hey, I'll do this to you if you do this to me.
no, he didn't say that.
Give me more space.
Russell came up and apologized to him.
He
and
didn't apologize.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't.
He's like, I got a little loose and I got a little tight and went into you.
I gotta look at the film.
That's basically an apology.
But it wasn't like I'm sorry.
No, you're not gonna say you're sorry. But like he said, it's like it was my fault and blah blah blah. And
But he didn't say it was his fault either.
he said I got loose and went into you. That's an apology in racer term. If you knew anything about racing.
No, but he kept coming back at him like, "You shouldn't do this. You should."
Well,
you should apologize."
it was
and he
totally
just walked away from it.
1,000% Russell's fault. So,
But Max does, of all the people to talk about giving space and leaving space, what a hypocrite. Max leaves no space, expects everybody to get out of his way, and then when somebody does it back to him, it's where, you ran into me, you didn't leave me enough space. But when he does it,
like
it's
when he ran over Lewis in 2021,
it's
that
like,
was great.
well,
At
this is
Monza.
what happened when you don't leave enough space.
Remember Monza?
Yeah,
when
he
he
walks
drove
away.
over when he
Over
drove
his
over
head. Drove right over his helmet.
and he never ever apologized for
No,
that.
because I saw him moving. He was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. So let's hit up our top 10 for the race and where they finished. My guy, Yuki, got 10th
Who
place.
will be driving the wet car next year for Porsche?
No, he won't. Actually, he's doing really, really well this year. 11th. 11th.
How many
10th,
points do you
10th.
get for 11th?
Yeah, but he finished in 10th.
But you got you got 1 point.
But that's great for that car. That car's a dog, bro. That car's a dog. If you finish in the points in that car, you're actually doing something. That car's a 14,
Well, it's
15
just a
car.
development car for Red Bull. I mean, that's all they.
Yuki's doing great this year. I don't know why you don't like him. I think he's doing fabulous. Look at his partner.
He's not any good.
Look at his partner. What's his partner doing?
I think both.
What's
those
his
guys will be
partner
out.
doing?
He's,
Nothing.
He's a rookie.
Nothing.
Anyways,
Lando finished ninth. He had a great race. I mean, where McLaren is.
that McLaren they brought all this junk to the car and they didn't go any
He didn't
faster.
go any faster.
Like we got a new update. I just want to see what the supposedly the Mercedes has like a whole new car coming with Imola.
Imola, whole brand new car.
Brand new car.
With side pods, I'm pretty
James
sure.
Allen's back in charge.
All right,
So
side pods,
when we get to Imola, the season will be on.
Season's gonna be what?
Come on, dude. They're not going to come up with something that's going to go a second a lap faster.
Maybe they'll just get ahead of Aston Martin and Ferrari.
So?
Well, for them, that'll be good. Right now, I mean, they're second behind.
Yeah, everybody's basically a second behind.
Russell finishes in 8th.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
It was a pretty uneventful race for Russell.
Well, it's a boring
stuck
track. It's
behind Stroll practically the whole race. And
yeah,
Sainz
that's because
couldn't pass him.
even And that shows you how good that Aston Martin is, even because Stroll's not a very good driver, and
Couldn't get by him.
you could because he's got a better car.
Stroll finished in 7th. He had a okay race. They didn't really talk much about him during
Alonso
the race.
finished 4th, right?
Alonso did finish 4th, but we're not at 4th right now.
But he
We're talking
couldn't
about
get
number 7.
past. Who was it? Was it?
Well, he would have got past Charles, to be honest.
Oh.
If they had about 2 more laps, he would have passed Charles. He was moving pretty good. Stay off your phone. Stay off your phone. Okay, and then Hamilton finished in 6th, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's where he qualified for.
That's where he's supposed to finish because they're the 3rd best car.
Yeah, so he could have. I think he could have got Sainz with about another 2 or 3 laps, but
Well, I mean, actually, the pecking order right now is it's Red Bull, Aston Martin, Ferrari, Mercedes. So
yeah, that's
it's sure him finishing 6th is like better than he probably should have finished.
And then in 5th place, Carlos Sainz, who had a pretty uneventful race.
I don't think he's going to be in the Ferrari next year. So
Who's going to replace him?
maybe Hamilton.
I hear all kind of rumors on that. We could talk about that on Babbling Edits right after this, actually.
That's conspiracy theories.
Oh, all right, we could talk about it in conspiracy. And in 4th place, Fernando Alonso, having a fabulous year.
He didn't qualify that good. He should have qualified more up the grid, but he said he made a mistake in the car. There was something wrong with the KERS or something.
He
Oh, the
would have
DRS,
finished 3rd.
did he say-
Give him another lap or 2, and he would probably finish 3rd. I mean, he was catching Charles. He was right on him.
And they have supposedly the Aston Martin has updates coming, and that team, the guy who's running the Aston Martin team, because he used to be at Red Bull. I don't know, that dude's gonna. I have a feeling his next updates are gonna be pretty good. So
I like the colors. I like how Fernando's driving this year. I like the point.
Oh,
There was-
Fernando's always been the same. He hasn't changed one bit.
Well, it seems like he has, because there was one point in the race he said, "Pass on my braking bias to Stroll. Have him have his setup on the brakes like I'm doing mine."
Yeah.
And that was about lap, I think about 10 or 11. He said that. So he was being a team player. He found something that in his brakes that were working, and he wanted to pass it on to his teammate.
I know him, Fernando. He's just using Stroll to make the car better. That's
Well, I mean,
that dude's all
yeah,
for
of
himself.
course.
He always has
Well, I
been.
mean, but at least publicly on the radio, he sounds a lot better. He sounds more team orientated, and you can go, "Oh, that was
He's
nice of
finished in
Fernando."
front of Stroll every race.
He's gonna finish every, unless he gets in
all
an
I'm gonna-
accident.
That's all I'm gonna say. He finished.
It's gonna be a shutout. It's gonna be 23-0.
every race.
Yeah,
Anyways,
unless he gets into a crash or has a problem, if both cars are equal and both cars don't get into trouble, he's going to finish ahead of him every
Dude,
time.
the the word on the street about Fernando is he brings a half a second to the car.
Probably same as Hamilton. And,
Yeah, probably.
And you know what? Charles is getting the maximum out of that Ferrari too.
Yeah.
Finishing in 3rd, Charles Leclerc.
I
He's
still
getting
have
the
no idea why Ferrari got rid of Vettel, but I mean,
And he keeps being on pole. Charles, I mean, he's fast over one lap.
yeah, but that doesn't matter though. If you can't like be fast on one lap and then get into the race and then have the Red Bulls just chug a lug by you. Because
There's nothing he could do
the
about
first
it.
time the DRS was open,
Max passed him like he was standing still.
It was like what was that?
Because they opened up that DRS.
He didn't even need the DRS to pass.
No,
him.
he
That
didn't.
was-
He didn't.
That was like-
I think Perez passed him. He didn't even use the DRS. He just passed him.
So, and Fernando did a really good pass on Sainz. Did you see that in the middle hoopty section where I don't know how he did it, but all of a sudden he was like right up beside him and there was a right turn and he just chug-a-lugged by him.
Chug-a-lug.
He chug-a-lugged by him.
That's a technical term.
That's a technical
I
term.
hear they use that a lot. In 2nd place, Max Verstappen.
Yeah, Verstappen he got beat.
He got beat. This race, he got beat.
Yeah.
Legit, on track. Checo was
He's
fast.
still gonna win the championship.
He's still, yeah, because
I mean,
wait till Europe comes. He's going to be miles ahead.
I mean, I could, the 2016 season where Rosberg beat Hamilton finally, and then the 2006 MotoGP series where Nicky Hayden won the championship because Rossi kept falling off his bike. That was the main reason why he got to win.
Yeah.
So
Nicky Hayden, yeah, he passed away, right?
yeah, he
On
died
bicycle.
in a bicycle accident. Whoops.
Perez, number 1. We talked about Perez. What a great showing from Checo. And you really, if he channels his inner Nico Rosberg, this is going to be exciting for those two.
I don't think so. I think there's going to be a point in the season where the team's going to go, Max is faster than you.
Yeah, and when that happens, I'm really glued to see what Checo does. I don't think he's going to move over.
Because I don't think he's going to be in the car next year. I think
Who's going to be in the car
either
next year?
Ricciardo will get that ride,
Ricardo?
or
who?
Ricciardo will go to
Ricardo or who?
Ricciardo might go to Audi.
But Audi's in 26, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is 23.
And next year will be 24,
Yeah.
and then 25,
Yeah.
and then 26.
So he's going to be the reserve driver for
No,
3-4
he's going to be
years?
in the car next year. They're going to take Jean out of the car, and it'll be Bottas, and
No, John is driving really well. John is driving well.
he's all right.
Yeah, but
He's been waxed by Bottas because Bottas is a better driver.
he's a better driver.
And if they have Ricciardo and Bottas on the team, that'd be a good team in 2026. So
That would be interesting. Moving out of the top 10 and going into babbling idiots, what would you like to babble about today? How boring that race was? Or what else do you have to say
it's
about it?
basically the season's over. So
It's over already. What?
who's won every race?
Red Bull.
Who's even been close to winning a race this year?
Nobody. Red Bull.
And so
Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull.
who's going to win the championship this year?
Red Bull.
Okay, who's going to win the championship next year?
Probably Red Bull.
Who's going to win the championship the year after? They have to change all the regulations.
They have to change the regulations.
Well, they're not going to do that next year.
I'm babbling about. I'm waiting for them to find something on the Red Bull car that's illegal. Should be happening.
The whole fucking car is illegal. What are you
Should be
talking
happening
about?
any day now. And then they actually have to slow them down like they did to Mercedes every fucking 4 races. What the hell? Where are you, FIA? Slow this Red Bull car down.
They should not be allowed to use their DRS. They'd still
They
win,
shouldn't.
but they're still going to win. So
So I'm waiting. Oh, and Suleiman, your buddy,
who?
he got some issues with
Who's
women.
Suleiman?
You know, the head of the FIA. Remember?
What did he do?
There's some rumors that he's mean to people. And it's
Oh my
coming
God!
out.
Really? The boss is mean.
He's mean, but this was before he took over, and so that's why.
Was there some sexual harassment?
Yeah,
nonsense?
yeah, and he's been laying quite low, but even lower now.
Well, there were rumors that he was going on.
I'm ready.
He wanted to
I'm
spend
ready.
more time with his family.
I'm ready
So-
to take over.
Yes, Sherman.
Let's go.
Do not hire Sherman.
Hire
Sherman.
me.
He'd be good as a fire marshal, but that's
I
about
am
it.
going to slow down that Red Bull. I know something's illegal on that car. I'm going to slow it down, bring them back to the pack, so we can have proper Formula One racing. Because I am tired.
I have no
of
idea-
seeing their car just shoot past people without.
I have
any
no
worry
idea
at all.
why
I'm tired
they,
of it. Tired of it.
Why they
I don't
went
like
to
it.
this stupid ground effects car. It didn't work. It already doesn't work. Now let's do what they should have done in the first place. Take the wings off the car. Everybody have the same engine and gearbox.
They're not
and
doing
steering
that.
wheel,
This is not IndyCar.
and have
Stop it.
super
Stop
soft
it.
tires.
It's not IndyCar.
And then if they did that, Red
Not-
Bull would still.
they're
win
not
all
gonna
the
do
races.
Red Bull would. I mean, it's
And Adrian Newey, by the way, just signed a new
up.
contract.
Yeah.
He's
It's
they didn't say for how many years.
forever.
Forever.
He'll be there until he dies.
Well, no, I just found out the other day when they got him to go to Red Bull initially in 2006, they paid him $10 million a year.
Hey, he's worth every penny.
Oh hell yeah!
Every penny.
The only year he couldn't beat anybody was when the hybrid era came and the Mercedes was so much faster than everybody.
My conspiracy. I didn't bring my glasses today. You got glasses?
no, I'm
I
not
didn't bring my
I'm not
glasses.
bringing
I didn't bring my glasses.
Um,
But my conspiracy is
Hamilton to Ferrari
Yes.
next year. That's
I think Hamilton will be going to Ferrari. I mean,
because his contract's up.
his contract's up, but they say, the boss says, Toto Wolff says that he's resigning him. But if Hamilton went to Ferrari and then Charles went to,
No, Charles
Mercedes.
has a contract till 2026. He ain't going nowhere.
hey, just because this is Formula One, just because you have a contract doesn't mean anything.
He ain't going nowhere. Because
If Charles goes to Mercedes, Hamilton goes to Ferrari, Hamilton will win in the Ferrari.
as long as they have the curse of Schumacher there. But hold on, this is my conspiracy theory that I think will happen. I think Hamilton goes to Ferrari,
Okay.
Leclerc stays there, and Ricciardo goes to Mercedes.
Ricciardo.
Yeah.
But where does Sainz go then?
Who cares? He might go to AlphaTauri.
He's better than an AlphaTauri. He's better. He
Or
deserves.
maybe he
better
goes.
than
Maybe
that.
he goes back. Maybe he goes to Alfa Romeo.
He should go to McLaren.
He can't go back to McLaren.
Why can't he?
Because McLaren are like on the back foot. They're done. They're a little resurgence they had for a couple years is over. Because they just restructured the whole. They fired the technical director and put some other dude in there, and then they fired another dude and put some other dude in there. So they got big time. They have more issues. They didn't.
Lando needs to get out of that team.
Oh.
Lando needs to go somewhere
Lando,
else. Maybe Lando to Ferrari. I mean, Lando.
Maybe Lando to Mercedes.
Lando needs to get out of there because he still hasn't even had a Formula One win yet, and he's not going to get it this year in that car. And I can't see him getting it next year in that car.
Well, I mean, he could
Get
like
out of there. Get out of there, Lando.
He could
Save yourself. It's
could-
May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Lando, get out of there.
Is this May the 4th be with
This
you?
is
Or-
May the 4th. Don't you like that?
Oh no.
Have you been to Disneyland?
No.
It's so exciting. I love Disneyland. We go every year. Been 22 out of the last 23 years. We didn't go in 2020 because of the pandemic. No, we went 2000. No, we didn't go in 2019 because of the pandemic. We went in 2020 when it was.
Is there a bar in that bitch?
There is a bar.
That's the only way I'm going.
No one wants to see you drinking. So wrap it up. Conspiracy theories. Any other? Sargent's going to be out. DeVries probably. What do you think?
I don't know.
DeVries,
We'll see. They might
let DeVries stay a little bit.
I just read some today that he's already on the back foot with the team, but that doesn't mean
DeVries?
DeVries. But it's only the 4th race of the year. He's got 20-something races to go.
I mean, I think he'll come. He'll get a little bit better. He's just getting used to the car. He's getting used to Formula One.
But he made a really bad mistake in Baku. But
he did. And what about our guy? Bottas, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, the Alpha. What is that? The Alfa Romeo is not a good car.
It's so bad.
And
How could they have gotten it so
looks
wrong?
so much like the Red Bull too. So it's like
It's like almost a carbon copy.
yeah, all the cars look like the Red Bull now,
but
except the Ferrari.
But without the speed, without the downforce, and without the DRS, it's exactly like it.
I'm just wondering
Different colors too.
What are the Red Bull team doing when their DRS opens? It's like the whole car just
Look into it.
No, it's the floor. It's something about their floor.
Why don't you know what we should do, or you should do? You should slow it down frame by frame and analyze it. And for the next show, when we talk about Miami, give the audience a good analysis.
They're shortening
of what's going on.
They're shortening the DRS zones at Miami, so
Let's talk about Miami as we
it's going to
start.
be a
wrapping
boring
up.
ass street race.
Man, show me some
I
sights
don't
and
know
sounds.
why. If they're gonna have races in America, just build them a track.
Build them a track.
They're
got
not.
the money.
Why can't they build? They're not going to build one in stupid Las Vegas. That's going to be a boring race.
I'm going. Don't even remind me now.
I might go if all of a sudden at the. Did you say you paid $1,200 for tickets per person?
Higher.
What? How much did you pay?
Higher.
15 per ticket.
Per ticket.
Does
I know, right?
a hooker come with that? I mean,
It takes your breath away.
Do you get a buffet? Anything?
We get food.
Is that for 3
We
days?
get food, yeah.
Is that free food?
We get free food. We get drinks, which
You better drink a lot.
Obviously, I'm going to get every bit of that. I'm going to get every nickel in that drinking. Watch. I'm going to be sauced
No, because when I was
up.
at the MotoGP race, I found the right bartender. He was giving me 3 ounces of liquor per drink.
Hey, we should play one of your songs on the end. Like, on the end. Matter of fact, on the end of this video, you send me
You have the
song,
link.
and then I'll play my favorite song at the end.
You have the
on
link.
end. Okay, I'll take care of it.
Do your thing.
And today, I'm going to go to the Warriors game. Watch the Warriors versus the Lakers.
How'd you get tickets?
I'm working. I'm Firewatch.
That guy you sent me who wanted tickets.
Yeah.
He got tickets, but
How much?
he wanted $325 for the other game.
That's what they
At the
cost.
114th row, which is in the top of the place.
It's not at the top, but it's good seats. That's what they cost.
And then he wanted $670 for the next ones. I guess that's what
That's what they're
going.
going for.
All right.
But
But what
you know-
can you get all? Is he the ticket guy for everything?
He's a ticket guy for all.
Okay, good. I got his number. He's been blowing my phone up.
Yeah, he's
he's
a
like, I
nice
got 2
dude.
left. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
he has
no.
tickets for everything. But here's the other solve I found for you.
Yeah.
Wait till about 5-10 minutes before the game starts. go to Ticketmaster, and you will see the prices drop dramatically.
Yeah.
And then you're right out in front of the stadium.
And you just sit
and
there
you
and-
wait, and then soon as the first quarter starts, oh, got it.
So that's how you do that? All right.
Or you wait till the second quarter. Got it.
I only wanted to go to the game because the girl wanted to go to the game. I could care less
The girl
about
that stood you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that didn't work out. Miami. It's going to be warm. There'll be a breeze. There'll be lots of stars. And it'll be a boring ass race.
And it's going to be hot.
And it's going to be hot and muggy. Lots of bugs.
Well, last year was just hot.
And when I tried to rewatch, I watched the 30 minutes segment of the rerun of the race for Miami.
Yeah.
Snooze fest.
Well, it's not a good track. It's
Snooze fest.
There's 3 corners in that track that okay, well it's just it's like Singapore. They used to have that one chicane that was just Lewis Hamilton said was the worst corner in Formula One.
Right.
And then they took it out, but it still sucks.
Well,
it's like the Circus of America. After turn 12, they have this really that hoopty section in there.
Yeah.
When it should be a long speed corner going into the triple apex. That would be dope.
Well,
But the MotoGP guys, those guys put on a show, dude. 20 idiots. They were going 214 miles an hour going into turn 12. And they brake so, even on the motorcycles, they were braking 100 feet from the apex. It was just insane. Bam, 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 bam. So, and it was louder than any rock concert you ever been to.
well, Miami's not going to be like that. I'm sorry to tell
Well,
you.
we're not going to Miami.
Don't worry
so-
about it. It's not going to be like
And
that.
I'm not paying $1,500 to go to.
But you can pay $500 for standing room only.
Really?
Yeah, Vegas.
Oh,
you might as well just
that might-
do
that
that.
might not
But
be
then where are you going to stay? The rooms are insane.
I'll find a place.
Insane.
Yeah, but it's you do it the week before, and then there'll be Airbnbs I could probably get.
I guess. Don't you know somebody out there? I mean, it's Vegas. You got to know somebody. You're a singer. You got to know
I
somebody.
think I know anybody who
Yeah, you
lives
gotta
there. I
know
know people
somebody.
who work there all the time.
Some degenerate drummer, some
Degenerate. Why do they have to be
guitar
degenerate?
player. I mean, musicians.
All the guys I know, they don't do drugs. They're musicians.
Well, if they don't do
They're
drugs,
all
they're
old
drinking.
guys. Old guys too. So
I'm
then
talking about all the young guys.
the young guys, the really good players, they don't do that shit because it ruins. You can't play. You can't do drugs or alcohol and play music. It doesn't work. It's just we tell people that we do that.
Oh,
crap.
give me a break.
It's all a show.
Motley
It's a-
Crue's
it's an
wasted
ima-
every show. What are you talking about?
What?
Motley Crue's wasted every show.
No, they're not. They just say they are.
Rolling Stones were wasted every show.
No, that's not true.
The Who was wasted every show.
No.
Get out of
You
here with
tripping.
that. Get out of here.
Maybe after the show, but not before the show. That's the whole thing. Most people don't know about that.
Oh, get out of here.
I can't
In the
have.
70s, the football players were high going to play football.
Well, yeah, but that was
Come on.
they're not high now.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Why would I know?
Okay, and on that note of we're talking about high football players, we're gonna end this show and we will talk to you next week after the Miami Snooze Fest.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next week, and we hope and we pray that Miami's going to be a lot better than Baku.
Oh, and tell us, my brother did a new opening to the show.
We're
and
not using it yet.
We heard his feelings, so if you could do us a favor and put in the comments how much you like it, because
But we're not using it.
No, he's got a new one. He's got another one.
Okay, well, we have to see it before I put it on.
Yeah, well, you call him and deal with it. You have his number.
Well, I think when you touched the mic, you gave a little back.
Okay, well, I'm not
feedback.
touching the mic.
Feedback.
And on that note, ciao.
Wait, before you
What?
say ciao, you got to tell people to like, comment, and be a part of our channel. You know, we're really growing channel.
I don't care if they like or I'm not going to pay attention to anything they say anyways.
But
we like you to Sherman likes it.
We need
so-
more subscribers. We're over the 2,000 mark finally.
Finally.
Which is awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. We went from 20 to 1,000, and then we broke 2,000, and so now we're on the march to 5,000.
Well, considering
So-
we know nothing about Formula One
Well,
and
we-
you were watching us is a miracle.
We know a lot about Formula One,
Not really.
a lot more than the normal people.
I guess so, but I don't think we know anything about
I
it.
don't think you know anything.
I don't pretend to.
Well, yeah, you do. You pretend a lot. And on that note,
Ciao, ciao.
ciao back.
Oh.